My world fell apart, but my mom made it worse. This one is going to be a hard story to tell. I've written about my parents in here before. I grew up with my mom and stepdad, but even though my dad was a little more supportive, he still wasn't someone I could always rely on. I'm not going to go into every single thing that happened, but I'll just say this. Between the ages of 9 and 13, I was in and out of the hospital constantly with a stress-induced stomach condition. I was so anxious that I would throw up from sheer fear until I was completely dehydrated and needed to be hospitalized. Let that give you an idea of how badly my mom treated me. And no, she never hit me. But she genuinely seemed to enjoy humiliating me and making me cry. The moment I turned 18, I cut contact with her. We tried to reconnect a few times over the years, but it always ended the same way. But this story is harder for another reason. When I finally escaped her, I met a guy I really loved, and he loved me too, at least at the beginning. We were together for 7 years and lived together for 3 of them. I was the happiest person in the world. Our relationship was so stable, calm, and honest. And let's just say things were great in the bedroom too. Smile. I thought this was how my life would always be. A few months before our wedding, his parents suggested that we move in with them for a while. They had a big house with 2 spare bedrooms, so we could take one of them. The idea was to save some money, and they even offered to help us with part of the down payment for a place of our own. Of course, we said yes. We moved in with them, and the wedding was already planned. Life felt perfect. Literally a week after we moved in, my beloved didn't come home for the night. I called him. I was worried. At 4 a.m., he picked up the phone, completely drunk, and started yelling the most awful insults at me. He told me to F off. When he came back around 9 a.m., he went to sleep in another room. He woke up with the obvious hangover, but when I tried to talk to him, he broke up with me. He said he had another girl, and she lived in the same area as his parents. When we were living in another city, he couldn't see her. But now, after last night, he realized he wanted her, not me. My world came crashing down. But that's not the point of this post. First to react was my father.